Hello, Parkside family. Thank you for watching the encouragement video this week. Pastor Justin and the team of coaches are still in Romania and will be until late Sunday evening of this week. And we ask that you continue to pray for them as they coach basketball, but also minister that way as an opportunity to share the gospel. And we ask that you pray for their safety. We pray for their opportunities. Ask that you pray for God to continue to provide for them and help them as they overcome spiritual battles. I'm excited for when Pastor Justin and the team gets back to hear a little bit more specifics about that, but continue to pray for them. And it is an opportunity for them to shine their light into a dark place there in Romania. Speaking of darkness, I've been meditating on John chapter 1 this week, and the first 18 verses primarily, but where I get into that specifically is I constantly pause in verses 4 and 5 where it says, "In him was the life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." Listen to that again. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. See, that's exactly what this team is doing in Romania. They are shining the light of the gospel into a dark place, into an area where there is intense spiritual battle, and they're shining that light of the gospel for all to see, for all to hear. And we ask that you continue to pray for them. Matthew chapter 5, Jesus is speaking on the Sermon on the Mount, and he tells the people, let your light shine before others. Why? So that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. So again, this example of the team in Romania is a great example of shining light into the darkness. But what does that look like for us every day? I want to read a portion of an email that I received from one of our church families last week. It starts out, "I am excited and nervous and overwhelmed today. Last night, our boys were playing Nerf guns in the backyard when the neighbor behind us came out. This is a boy who is about 16 years old that had just moved from Guatemala with his uncle and speaks Spanish, so does not yet speak English fluently. So as the boys were playing, they went from target practice with the Nerf guns to chasing each other around and having a good time and laughing. And that language barrier that was there because they don't speak that same language was eliminated because of their love for this other boy. And then the mom said, I heard more noise as it just continued to get louder and louder, and more kids from the neighborhood had joined. And in fact, one young man was there watching his younger siblings, and this individual was deaf. And this group spoke a different language as well. So you had different languages, including sign language going on, but it didn't make a difference. And this family was focused on doing what? On shining their light into darkness, by loving other people, by seeing them who they really are. And that is, they are people who are made in the image of the true living God. And they were shining their light on them in an opportunity, hopefully for an opportunity in the future, to shine that light of the gospel into their hearts as well. So the mom continues and says, "A couple years ago, we were satisfied that all of our neighbors had received Christ and were in established good churches, but they have moved away. This is a whole new group of families for us." And so as they look for opportunities to grow through relationships within our church family, but also within their community and to get to know other people, they're shining the light of the gospel into the world around them. And that's how we can do that as well. I know not all of us have young kids, myself included, so maybe Nerf activity is not a good idea. But if we do have neighbors, what are some things that we can do to treat them as image bearers, people who are made in the image of God? We can throw a couple of extra hamburgers or hot dogs on the grill and invite them over. It doesn't have to be pre-planned. We got a game of cornhole going on in the backyard. We can ask them to join us. If we're walking through our neighborhood, we can stop for 30 or 60 seconds and have a conversation with people rather than just waving as we go by. That's a way to shine our light. Why? So that others can see our good works and do what? And glorify our Father who is in heaven. Parkside family, we as a pastoral team, we do love you and we pray for you regularly. We look forward to seeing you this Sunday. Lord willing, Pastor Casey will be preaching from the book of Philemon, and we hope to see you then. Thanks, and have a great rest of your week.